We're looking the Capitol building closer towards downtown Bismarck on this February 21st. Some beautiful colors out there, and quite frankly it was very hard to pick because all locations had that glorious sunrise. So now that we're halfway through our day, I thought we'd visit the visible satellite imagery, and there's actually a couple of snowflakes going off by Grand Forks, but most of us here have a clear sky. You could see the Missouri River making its way into Lake Sakakawea and how that's ice covered. But we're looking at a little bit of the snow depth along the international border, and we were seeing that earlier this week. And so we've seen some melting for sure, but it's basically that really hard and confined compacted ice that we're seeing that's still sticking around. But we're still going to see that melting over the next week or so. And it starts with today. It started with all week, really. But today, the fact here that it is now lunchtime, we're seeing our temperatures in the 50s already. We're going to keep providing a west wind, but the wind is rather light, so it shouldn't be anything more than about 15 to 20 miles per hour. So very, very similar to the past couple of days, but I think today is going to be our warmest. And it's the fact here that we're already in the 50s for the noon hour. We've barely seen that this week. Keep in mind, it's February. We go right through the evening hours here. We're starting to dip a little bit. Now our winds are turning northwest. We're starting to introduce more clouds up north. That is because of a very weak cold front coming through. It's not doing a lot temperature-wise today, tonight. Tonight we're still within the 20s, but we do start to see that subtle difference as we now go right into our Thursday. So that's where we're going to bring it back down to the 40s. Now that's still above where we should be for this time of year. A couple of 50s absolutely still hanging around, but a few more clouds. So if you have plans outside today is definitely your do so. I know some people have plans to wash their car. We go right into our Friday here. We have still cooler temperatures because now we have a second cold front coming through. So Minot, in addition to winds too, 30-35 miles per hour, you're looking at temperatures right at 39 degrees. But you go down towards Hettinger at 50. Now maybe you're taking that weekend over by Grand Forks and Fargo. Well, we're still hovering well within the 20s. We keep carrying the winds over into our Saturday, tightened pressure gradient, because winds are nothing more than a change in pressure. But we rebound temperature-wise, so into the 40s and 50s we go there. Into Sunday, the same thing. If I had to put money down on the better day of the weekend, Sunday, because we lose the winds. So we talk about the winds with not just one cold front, but two cold fronts coming through. Well, that's why we're going to see a tightened pressure gradient in a mix of highs and lows. And so that's where we're going to go to Friday at lunch now. We're bringing in the gusts right around 20 to 30 miles per hour. Stronger for those in the northwest. Krista, what is up with this drop here as we go into Monday and Tuesday? I know your eyes are focused on that. Well, that is where we're going to be bringing in additional precip chances. Chances are low, but that is for Tuesday. A quick passing cold front with a couple of snowflakes.
Just as long as it's quick, I think I can handle that drop. But
yeah, it's cut off, but it says 57 for a high on Monday to 26 on Tuesday.
Oh my goodness, that's got to be I'm going to have to remember to dress warm that day.
Yes, you are.
Thanks, Heidi.